straight line. Your hands in the Atmanjali Mudra in front of your heart center. Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Satgurum Tam Namami. The next is the chanting of the Shiva Mula mantra. Yes, Nithyanandam KAILASA. Can we all settle down, please? The next, we're going to be chanting the Shiva Mula mantra, invoking the presence of Paramashiva. Since yoga is a ritual to connect to that higher cosmic energy, we'll be chanting the Shiva Mula mantra japa 11 times. Please chant it internally within you. We'll chant it out loud so that all of you can follow along. Om Ham Haum Shivaya Namaha. 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 Next, we'll be doing the Tattvachamanam, the ritualistic cleansing of the body and mind to become a pure conduit for Paramashiva's energy, such that we are ready when the energy lands to manifest it in its best way. I request all of you to ensure you have your Panchapatram and Uddharini, the cup and spoon which we use for the puja, filled with fresh water. Place your right hand in the Gokarna Mudra, bending the index finger, slightly cupping your palm. Take an Uddharini of water, place it in the center of your palm, and sip the water through the base of the palm each time you hear the word Swadha 3 times. Om Atma Tattvam Shodhayami Swadha. Om Vidya Tattvam Shodhayami Swadha. Om Shiva Tattvam Shodhayami Swadha. Wash your hand with the water from the Panchapatram. With the base of the right hand thumb, wipe your upper and lower lip from right to left along with the following mantra. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Wash your hand. With the tips of the right hand, index, middle and ring fingers joined together, touch above your upper lip and below the lower lip. Wash your hand. With the tip of the right hand, thumb and index finger joined together, touch your right nostril, left nostril. With the tip of the right hand, thumb and ring finger joined together, touch your right eye, right ear and left ear. Wash your hand. With the base of the right hand, thumb and little finger, touch your navel center, right chest and left chest. With all the fingers of your right hand joined together, touch the top of your head, right shoulder, left shoulder and your heart center. Next is the Sankalpa, the creation of our conscious intention. I request all of you to take a moment, close your eyes, sit, and create the conscious intention. What do you want to really manifest through yoga today? Which way of completion in your life? What movement? What physical happening? What energy? Visualize it in detail. And let's enter into the Sankalpa. Place your right hand over the left, clasping your palms together. Place both your hands on the top of your right thigh as we enter into the Sankalpa.
Mamopata samasta durita kshaya dvara Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartham Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Prityartham Cha Shri Sarvadeva Devi Swarupa भगवन् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव कृपा कटाक्षेन पूर्ण आरोग्य युक्त धृतगात्र यौगिक शरीर सिद्ध्यर्थं परमशिव शक्ति आविष्करणार्थं सकुटुम्बस्य ज्ञान वैराग्य जीवन मुक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थं नित्यानंद योगाभ्यासं करिष्ये.
Now, please take an udharani of water and wash off your hands. Om Apaupasprisya. Yes, so place your Panchapatrams away so that it doesn't bother you and it's not in the way when we start the yoga. And let's all come up to a standing position as we get started with our warm up. Come on, let's stand up and bring your right leg up to knee level and start to rotate your right ankle in a nice circular motion. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switching directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Left leg now. Just opening out the ankle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switching directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring your hands to your knees. Let's open out our knee joints. 1. I know yesterday we all worked out our legs. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switching directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Coming to your hips, spread your legs apart. Bring your hands to your hips and start to rotate your hips in a nice circular motion. Let's rotate. 1. Feel it in your legs. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switching directions now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes, do it. Do it as a nice dynamic motion. Lower yourself down now. Spread your legs slightly more wide apart. Bring your forearms to the ground. Feel your legs stretching out. So I know they're stiff and sore from yesterday. So take the moment to stretch out your legs and your back. Trying to bring your forearms to the ground. Hold it here for a few seconds. Remember to breathe. And moving towards your right leg, try to bring your forehead to your right knee as much as you can. Giving yourself the stretch. And towards the left leg. Bringing your forehead to the left knee as much as you can. Coming back up. Yes, let's now move on to our torso twists. Bring your hands at chest level and start to rotate from side to side, opening out your upper body and chest nicely. 1, use your momentum. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Now bringing your hands to your shoulders. Let's rotate our shoulders out, bringing your elbows together in front. 1. Open it nice and wide. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switching directions forward now. Again, touching your elbows together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, coming to our neck. Let's rotate our neck slowly and wide. Yes, allow yourself to get a nice stretch. 1, Do it slowly, don't hurt yourself. 3, 4, and 5. Switching direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. With that, let's enter into our skeleton dance. Moving our body, close your eyes. Start to visualize yourself as pure bones, as a skeleton, and start to shake your body vigorously in all the directions. Make sure you leave no joint untouched. Start to shake. Let's all start. And 5. With that, let's enter into our skeleton dance. Moving our body, close your eyes. Start to visualize yourself as pure bones.
Jaya Vittale, Nithyananda Nitya Vittale, Panduranga Jaya Vittale, Nithyananda Nitya Vittale, Panduranga Jaya Vittale, Nithyananda Nitya Vittale, Panduranga Jaya Vittale, Nithyananda Nitya Vittale. Sundara Nithyananda. Panduranga Jaya Vittale, Nithyananda Nitya Vittale, 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 Mukunda Madhava Nithyananda, Madhusudana Hari Nithyananda, Madhura Mohana Nithyananda.
Just walk back and forth on your mat slowly. Breathe in and out deeply. Catch your breath. So are we all excited? Today we're going to be finishing the whole 508 asana sequence. Today we're going to be concluding the Tritiya Vinyasa Krama. So I'm excited for all of you. Let's all get started now. So yesterday we left off at Yonyasana. We had completed Bhadrasana 4 and taking us into Yonyasana. So for Yonyasana, you're going to be bringing yourself to a seated position on your heels, allowing your heels to face backward. You're going to be sitting on top of your heels with your feet facing backwards. And as we get started, also a quick disclaimer for all of you that all the things we teach in Nithyananda Yoga are only for educational purposes, not to be understood or as a replacement for medical advice. Please, if you have any known existing health conditions, please consult your doctor or healthcare practitioner before attempting Nithyananda Yoga. At all times, please stay within your body's capacities and be in listening to how your body wants to move. Be safe, be careful, and please follow whatever your doctor has said. And if at any time you feel that you're feeling dizzy or tired or you feel that you're going to hurt yourself, please do refrain from doing the asanas. So with that, let's get started with Vinyasa now. You're going to be seated on top of your heels with your knees spread wide apart. Keep your spine straight, hands on your knees. Can we all come to this position? Actually, it will help us open out our thighs as well. Come onto your heels. Yes. Try to keep your knees as wide apart as you can. So trying to bring your knees as wide apart as you can, keeping your spine straight. As we enter into Vinyasa, breathe in and out deeply and slowly. Clench your perineum in the Moola Bandha, don't forget. Just giving a few moments for all of us to open out our thighs.
Vinyasa. पादौ सम्मील्य पादाग्रे अधरे पाष्णी निघा दधा आनीय पादतलयो संविशयेत् योन्यासनं भवति.
Instruction. How to do also.
Okay. The next task is Gorakshasana Bhadrasana. So now what you're going to be doing, you're going to be rotating the feet inwards where your ankles are facing outwards and your toes are towards the groin. Your ankles are facing out and your toes are facing towards the groin. And you keep the feet under the perineum and hold both the heels tightly with your hands. Gaze at your third eye. Visualize the great sage Goraknath in your inner space. As you're doing this, engage in a Mahamudra Bandha, where you're clenching your perineum in, pulling your stomach in and up, and tucking the chin to the chest in Gorakshasana Bhadrasana. वृषणानि नीचे शिवानी ना धाभा भगवान धाभा पगनी ये दि भगने उल्टा ताविने राघवी आने शिवनी ना जमना पगमाम जमना पगनी ये दि भगवे. Now the next asana is Kama Dahanasana. Now you'll be sitting and now you'll be bringing the heels to the perineum and interlace the fingers and hold on to the feet firmly. So you can see you'll be sitting on your feet and you'll be holding your feet firmly. Gaze at your third eye. Visualize Swamiji, the Supreme Founder of Hinduism, burning you up all your patterns with his love. So you're going to be crossing your hands. Your hands is going to be holding on to the opposite toes.
And for the low impact version, you can be seated on the chair and cross your hands behind your back. Just be seated straight, crossing your hands behind your back in Kama Dahanasana. Visualize your desires are being burnt by the third eye of Paramashiva.
Kama Dahanasana. Bhadrasanam sukam sthapya viparite tu dvepade anena yadi kurya chaita kama dahanam bhavet.
Keep your shoulders out, stretched. Yes, it's very good because we take a lot of time spent in front of our computers in our daily life. Our back is hunched. So when we do these asanas, we get a nice opening for our shoulders as well, and counteracting, fixing our posture and healing our shoulders. So from here, entering into Supta Baddha Konasana.
So now you're going to be sitting and you're going to be bringing the feet upwards towards the navel. So you're going to be bringing your feet to the navel.
Bring your feet in front of you and pull your feet up towards your navel with your hands. And then you're going to first I want all of you to try and do this. Okay, bring your feet up, straighten your back, pulling your feet towards your navel center. Can we all try to do this first? The first step of this asana. Yes, bring your feet up as much as you can. If you're able to do it here, hold it here. If you can, straighten out your back, pulling it towards your navel center. And once you're here, you're going to use your hands, your elbows, to hold on to your legs at the navel while clasping your hands behind your neck. So this is Supta Baddha Konasana.
As you're doing this asana, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and gaze at your nose. Engage in a Mula Bandha, where you're going to be clenching your perineum in.
See, if you're doing this on the low impact version, you can continue to clench your perineum, gazing at your nose, and bring your hands behind your neck. And hold yourself here in Supta Baddha Konasana.
Mahamudra Bhatta Kono Tadasana Vibhedakan Vilotadam Sada Korya Nantarvatni Patipriya.
Yes. So the next asana is a similar asana in Bhekasana 2. You're going to be keeping your legs towards your navel center as much as you can while bringing your hands to your knees. So you can try to keep your feet up and bring your hands towards your knees, visualizing yourself as a frog, gazing towards your third eye in Bhekasana.
Bhekasana. Taga ulata modi bhaise pagaka mahila gulpakola pashita lagave pache pagatalya ka pishti hatasya modi laga barili.
Entering into Bhagasana 2. Continuing to remain in the same position with your feet at the navel center. See, just try as much as you can. If you need to hold your feet up, if this much you can do it this much. If you can bring it closer and do it that much. How much ever you can, do it. Continuing to visualize Swamiji in your inner space in Bhagasana 2. Again, if you're doing this on the chair for the low impact version, you can just try to bring your feet up as much as you can. Bring your hands to the knees. Hold the chair and lean back, bringing your feet up as high as you can in Bhagasana 2.
As you're doing this asana, gaze at your nose, visualize the supreme point of Hinduism, Swamiji in your inner space. Bhagasana 2. Paga ulata modi bhaise pagaka mahila gulpakula pashita laghave pache pagatalyaka pishti hatasya modi laga bharili.
And relax as we enter into Siddhi-Jivi-Asana. In Siddhi-Jivi-Asana, now it's slightly different. You're going to be placing your legs on the ground, hands on the knees. And in this position, you're going to be trying to pull your toes up as high as you can. Try to point your toes upwards, bringing your hands to your knees. Yes, this will actually strengthen your ankles. So just try to pull your toes upwards, hands on the knees. For the low impact version, you can also be seated on the chair, and even keeping your legs on the ground, you can try to lift your ankles up. So you can work out your ankles, trying to keep the feet together, pulling the ankles upwards, and you can go up and down, up, down, up, down for the low impact version of Siddha-Jivi-Asana.
As you're doing this asana, gaze at your nose. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Siddhi Jiva Asana. Pagako Sojo Jayi.
And relax as we enter into the next asana, which is Panipatrasana. In Panipatrasana, you're going to be bringing your feet up towards your navel and bringing your hands folded together with your spine straight, visualizing yourself as a pot. In Panipatrasana, keep your spine straight as much as you can. Let's all try. Just bring your hands to your feet and pull it up towards your navel. You can use your arms to hold your legs towards your body in Panipatrasana. For those of you who are doing the low impact version as well, you can be seated on the chair and you can bring your hands in front of your heart center, or you can try to pull your feet as high up as you can in Panipatrasana.
Nabo Samstapya Gulpaucha Tandmadde Karapatrata Shane Yatnena Kurvita Panapatranta Duchate.
Slowly relax. So from here we're going to be entering into Saptarishi Asana. So the next two asanas we're going to be doing are actually working out our ankles quite a bit. So I want to take a few moments for all of us to loosen out our ankles before we enter into these asanas. They're very unique asanas and you'll actually be surprised at which parts of your body get flexible when you do these asanas. So let's take a moment now. Sit in Bhadrasana first and open out your heels. See, we're so used to using only the same movements of our hands, of our legs, of eating, sleeping, maybe maximum jogging. We use a very basic amount of our body. That is why only the mechanical parts of our brain are active. But there are so many non-mechanical parts of our brain that get activated when we do these asanas, and we're like, oh my god, I never knew I had a muscle here that could work out. That is one thing that I had as an experience with yoga, which was when I started doing, I'm like, oh, my hand could move in this way. My leg can actually move in this way. So let's take a moment now. You're going to be opening out your heels and pointing it upwards, trying to bring your heels out completely to point the soles of your feet upwards. Just try to do this because this will help with your ankle flexibility, since the next two asanas mainly work on our ankle flexibility. I request all of you to take a moment. See, even if your knees are up, that's okay. Try to open out your feet to point them upwards as much as you can. So that is where you'll get the ankles starting to open out. Yes. Just here for a few seconds, opening out our ankles. Now let's also switch over to the other side. Like, try to bring your ankles in front of your hip. So this will also be working out your ankles and knees quite a bit. Bring your foot from the behind side and try to bring it in front of your hip as much as you can. As much as you can. Just even if it's this much, try to do this much. But as much as you can, trying to bring it in front of your hip. This will help you open out your ankle in the other way as well. Come, I'm not seeing many people do this. Just try to bring your foot out the other side. Even if it's just this much. And try to pull it forward. I think many are not understanding. See, your foot which is forward, you're going to switch the knee front and the foot behind. So bring the knee in front and the foot facing behind. And from here, you're going to try to pull that foot forward again in front of your hip. You'll feel it in your ankle and knee. This is the place that you'll actually feel this stretch. Let's hold it for a few seconds. Do it as much as you can. Okay, on the other leg now. So you can relax your left leg, take your right leg into your hand, and try to bring the right foot in front of the right hip. Just do it as much as you can. Feel the ankle stretching out. Good job. For a few more seconds, just so that we get a nice ankle stretch. Okay. So now I'm going to be demonstrating how we'll do Saptarishi Asana. Since Saptarishi Asana is a very interesting asana, I request all of you to watch the screen as I enter into Saptarishi Asana. So in Saptarishi Asana, you're going to be bringing both your legs into the respective armpits. So this is Saptarishi Asana. Now we can all also try. You can try with one leg first. See, in this asana, you're going to visualize yourself as the Saptarishis, which are the 7 great sages of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Just visualize yourself as that. First, you can bring one leg. Okay, let's all start with our right leg. Pick up your right leg. Yes, very good, everyone. You can try picking up your right leg. Okay. And start to rock it back and forth, trying to move it open outwards. So first you can try opening out your leg, yes. And then try pulling it closer towards your body. See, first your leg, you're opening it out and pulling it closer towards your body. Just try to pull your foot as close to your body as you can. Yes. So 2 steps to it. One is your foot going out. Second is your foot coming forward. So both need to happen for you to do this asana. And once you feel comfortably opened, see, if you want to continue working here, you can continue. If you feel comfortably open, you can try to bring your foot behind your armpit. Your shoulder will come a little bit in front, but your foot will go behind the armpit. You can hold this one side here. Keep the other hand on the ground for support initially. Let's all try to come with one foot behind the arm. See, if you're yet to reach there, just try to bring your foot out and closer, out, closer, out, closer. This double movement of pulling your foot out and then closer, out, closer. That is where you will start getting the stretch. Yes. Okay. So once your right leg is done, you've opened it out quite a bit. You can try with your left leg now. So your left leg again, do the same process. Pull it out and close to the body. Trying to bring it as out as you can and as close to your body as you can as well. So this is where you'll be working on the other leg. Until you can bring it behind your armpit. So once you're here, you can try to do it with both legs and bringing your hands to your head ultimately in Saptarishi Asana, visualizing yourself as one of the Saptarishis. See, for the initial version, for the beginner's level, you can just hold your legs out like this as well. You can just hold your legs up, and if you're doing this on the chair, you can just bring your hands towards your head and be here. For the low impact version, if you can try to pick your feet up as well and hold your feet up in Saptarishi Asana.
दोवु पग के पगदली तनके लालिका जो सोय दोवु कहानी मैल धरे नास दृष्टि समोय महोरो हस्त कैक से करे सोले आनि शीश पर धरे दिन प्रति तेन भेर सदिला आवे सप्तऋषि सो नाम कहावे.
Yes, so this is a very fun asana. You can actually try it on your own. It's very unique. And from there, we are going to enter into Sukti Asana. So Sukti Asana is again a very unique asana. I request all of you to take a moment and watch. Now, it's very, very advanced, so you don't have to worry too much. Just do it how your body is comfortable. Okay, so in Sukti Asana, you'll be lifting your legs and bringing them towards your chest in a switched around position. So you're going to be turning your legs around and bringing it to your chest. This is Sukti Asana. And now, of course, the ultimate goal here is to join your knees together, but do it as much as you can. Okay, let's all try a few times. So this will again require a lot of ankle flexibility. Just try to lift. First step is bringing your feet up towards your chest in a flat position. So try to bring your feet flat onto your chest. And from here, you're going to try to lower your knees to the ground. So bring your feet to the chest and try to lower your knees to the ground. So this will help you visualize yourself as a pearl within the oyster in Sukti Asana.
सुक्त्यासना पार्श्वे नाभौ संस्थाप्य जङ्घावहि प्रदेशेन सम्मीलयेत् सुक्त्यासनं भवति.
Yes. You can relax. Now again, don't worry, this is quite an advanced asana. So it will take some time of getting to know how your body works before you can enter into this asana. Now before we continue with the sequence into Sthitarasana, I request all of you to take a few moments and loosen out your ankles. You can stretch your legs forward and point your ankles down. Point it down and up. Bringing your ankles up, your feet up, down and up. Down and up. Yeah. You can even do full ankle rotations if you want to get a nice stretch in all the directions. Yes, give yourself a few seconds to loosen out your ankles. Okay, from here we're going to enter into Sthitarasana.
Now keep both the legs crossed as in Padmasana and place the hands down on the mat in front of the body. Lean forward and pressing the hips down.
So bring your hands on the ground and move your body slightly downwards. You can keep your legs in Padmasana. So let's all come into the Padmasana position. If you can do it without your hands, definitely do it. Yes. As we enter into Padmasana, yes, you can bring your hands onto the ground. See, if at all Padmasana is not yet coming for you, you can sit in Ardha Padmasana, one leg on the opposite thigh. Yes. Coming into Padmasana, bring your hands on the ground in front of you, leaning forward and down. Visualize ultimate stability manifesting through your body in Sthitarasana.
Gaze at the nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Jamunum pagane pana daba pagane anga niche rakine ane Dava pagane phane jamo pagani namga niche rakine.
And from here, entering into the next asana, which is Ambujasana.
Now keeping your legs in the Padmasana position. Place the palms on your respective knees. Now hold the breath to your capacity as you're going to engage in the Kaku Chanchu Kumbhaka.
You're going to be inhaling through your tongue. So you can stick your tongue out and roll it into a tube-like shape. And inhale through the tube of your tongue. Hold your breath for as long as you can and then exhale through your nose. Visualize yourself as a fully bloomed lotus in Ambujasana, gazing towards your third eye. Keep your spine straight, hands on your knees.
Ambujasana. Apanamutapaya shane swastikita pranam samkrishaya cha kumbhakam chare dritva. Next asana is Kamalasana. Continue to keep your legs in the Padmasana position. You're going to be placing your palms on your respective knees.
Bringing your hands to the opposite knee. Now keep your hands straight, keep your body straight in Kamalasana, visualizing a lotus in your inner space. Just cross your hands. Yes, nice to see everyone doing. Kailasa Tiruvannamalai, let's all follow along. Crossing your hands, holding on to the opposite knees. Continue to do the Kakachanchu Kumbhaka, inhaling through your curled tongue and exhaling through your nose in Kamalasana.
Tatra Kaulasanam Kritva Athava Kamalasanam Mahavidya Mahamantram Chakva Lingama Vapnuyat.
And entering into Uttamangasana. In the same position, lean forward and down, stretching your hands forward. So continue to be in Padmasana, but stretch your body forward and down, trying to bring your forehead to the mat as much as you can. Again, here, remember, don't lean from your back down. Try to keep your spine straight and go as low as you can in Uttamangasana.
Uttamangasana. Stitve tadasane mantri adashisha karoti chet Uttamangasanam nyeyam yogina mati durlabham.
Yes. This asana gives you the state that is very difficult even for many yogis to achieve, which takes us into Kulyasana. So you can come back up to a seated position in Kulyasana. Padmasana 5. So in Padmasana 5, you're going to be bringing your hands to your head and looking into your right underarm. So looking at your right underarm with your hands over your head is Padmasana 5. Visualizing yourself as a lotus.
Visualize Paramashiva blessing you and experience the great peace in your inner space as you engage in Uddiyana Bandha, where you're pulling your stomach in and up. Continue to engage the Kakachanchu Kumbhaka in Padmasana 5. Upavishyasane samyak bahu kritva dukunchitau kaksha vyomin manah kurvan samam ayati tallayat.
And from here entering into Kulyasana, where you are going to be bringing your right hand in front of your forehead while your left hand comes behind your head. So basically both your hands are facing each other with your head in between. Right hand on your forehead, left palm on the back of your head. Sit straight in Kulyasana.
Gaze at the third eye. Kulyasana. Ata kulyasanam vakshe yakritva kauliko bhavet ekahastam mastakastodha sheshabhinna gekramam.
And from here, let's enter into Divyasana. In Divyasana, you're going to be bringing your right hand to hold on to your left elbow. Bring your right hand to hold on to your left elbow. And your left hand coming towards your navel center. Your right hand holding on to your left elbow and your left hand coming to your right navel center. You're going to lean forward and down into Divyasana. For those of you who want a low impact variation, you can continue to remain seated on the chair. Bring your right hand to hold on to your left elbow, left hand to the center of your navel, and lean forward and down as much as you can. If you have any shoulder injuries, you can't rotate your shoulder so much, just keep the right hand by the side, left hand at the navel, and lean forward and down into Divyasana. Visualize divinity entering into you.
And gaze at your nose. Ate Divyasanam Vakshe Prishtam Hasteen Bandayet Ekahastam Madhya Desham Bhumi Hastancha Nashaya.
And from here, let us enter into Padmasana 5 on the other side. So again, bring your hands in the Parashamudra on the top of your head. This time, you're going to be looking at your left armpit. You're going to be looking into your left underarm. Even if you are seated on the top of the chair, you can bring your hands to your head and look into your left underarm in Padmasana 5, visualizing Paramashiva blessing you and you're experiencing ultimate peace.
Engage in Uddiyana Bandha. By pulling your stomach in and up and repeat the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in your throat center.
Don't forget to continue to do the Sakachanchu Kumbhaka, inhaling through your tongue.
Padmasana 5. Upavishyasane samyak bahu kritva tu kunchito kaksho vyomin manah kurvan samanamayati dallayat.
And from here, entering into Kulyasana, this time bringing your left hand to the forehead, right hand behind your head. Be straight.
Kulyasana. Ata Kulyasanam Vakshe Yakritva Kauliko Bhavet Ekahastam Mastakasto Sheshabhinna Kramam.
And Divyasana. Now, bringing your left hand behind your back, holding on to the right elbow, right hand towards the navel center. Lean forward and down, visualizing the auspicious divinity entering into you in Divyasana.
Gaze at your nose. Ata Divyasanam Vakshe Prishtam Hastena Bandayet Ekahastam Madhya Desham Bhumi Hastancha Nashaya.
And relax. Beautiful. So from here, we're going to be entering into the next asana, which is Pavanasana. Continuing to keep your legs in Padmasana, bring your hands to your navel center, clasping them together in the Parashamudra. Lean upwards. Face upwards, bring your face upwards, bending your neck back. Visualizing the cosmic life energy, prana is entering into you in Pavanasana. If you're doing this for the low impact version as well, you can continue to be seated. Bring your hands to your navel center and lean back as much as you can. Pavanasana.
Visualize your body becoming completely purified and gaze at your third eye. Pavanasana. Hatanyadasanam Vakshe Sadhakanam Hitayave Pavana Sarupo Khecharo Yogirad Bhavet.
And from here, let's enter into Valgulyasana. Valgulyasana, now again, it's going to be interesting where you'll be bringing your hands in between the gaps of your thighs. So we learned this earlier as well. So we can all take a moment to bring our hands inside the gaps of our thighs. Remember, you're going to be doing it through the gaps between your thighs and your shins, not the center gap, but rather the gap between your thighs and the shins. We're showing it this way also. So you're not going to be putting it through here, no. You're going to put it through these two gaps. This is Valgulyasana. Visualizing yourself as a bat. Bring your hands around your neck and hold here. So another trick, if you struggle to put your hand between your thighs, what you can do is, I request all of you to follow along. If at all you're struggling to put your hands in between your thighs, you can first put your hand in between the thigh and the shin. Left hand in between the left thigh and shin, and bring the foot to the opposite thigh. And then bring the right foot over while keeping the hand in already. So this way it will actually help you to come into this asana, into Valgulyasana, visualizing yourself as a bat. For the low impact version, you can just remain seated in Padmasana, bring your hands around your neck. And even if you are seated on the chair, you can just bring your hands towards your neck in Valgulyasana. You can continue to hold the visualization of a bat.
Valgulyasana. अतः भूरि भुक्तस्य पाचनं सद्यो जरमाशूलतो वल्गुल्यासनं स्थित्वा समं सरीजशेत्रिणा. The next asana is Paramashiva 2. As you're doing this asana, visualize Bhagwan Rama in your inner space and gaze with your nose. अतः परशरामासना प्रथम करे पद्मासन आचे सूदो सोवे भूपरिपाचे गोदा और जंग ये दो भूसो लगता राशे सोई. The next asana is Garbha Pindasana.
You can try to do this in Padmasana itself, where you'll be really showing a low impact version as well, but you can try to do this. It's actually very fun. You can try to rotate in a full circular motion and come back up to a seated position. Doing full circles. Okay, and also for those of you who are Then
As you're doing this, gaze at your nose and engage in the Ujjayi Kumbhaka, where you inhale and exhale, making a sound as of an ocean. Garbha Pindasana. Mayuram Pincha Mayuram Padmapitam Samanvitam Kaukutam Garbha Pindam Chak Kaurmam Yogan Sammakam. Lean forward, pressing the hips down, and lift the head up, stick out the tongue, and gaze at your third eye. As you're doing this, visualize you're embodying the space and state of a lion in Simhasana 2. उत्तानकूर्मपीतश्च सेहं गारुदमेव च वातायनं घोमकं च भारद्वाजं त्रिविक्रमम्. Yes.
yes, let's relax as we enter into Urdhva Kukutasana. This is going to again be an advanced asana. You can take a moment. And now you're going to come to Padmasana. And we'll be first demonstrating how you'll do this asana. So I request all of you to take a moment and watch the screen. Okay, just watch the screen. Bring your hands in front of you on the ground. And you're going to be lifting your knees up and balancing in Urdhva Kukutasana while visualizing yourself as a rooster. So you can see, this is how you're going to be doing the asana. It's going to work out your wrists and arms very powerfully. So you can all try. Just bring your hands first to the ground. Bring your hands to the ground. And lean forward and down. Slowly trying to walk your knees up your arms. Just do it inch by inch slowly. You can even take the support of a partner to help you lift your knees off the ground and come onto your hands. Do it inch by inch. Just do as much as you can. Again, be very careful if you have any wrist injuries. And be careful if you have any wrist or arm injuries. Please avoid this asana. But otherwise, you can just come and try to lift yourself off the ground here. Yes, just bring yourself forward. Try to lean forward and down. Yes, and lift. Do as much as you can. See, one thing that might help is first bringing one knee up, and then the other knee. That also helps many times. Let's take a few seconds. I want all of you to attempt. All those of you who do not have any health issues, medical conditions, let's attempt to do this asana. Yes. And for those of you who are doing the low impact version on the ground, you can just bring your hands to the ground and bring your knees in Padmasana up. And if you're doing this on the chair, what you can do is you can try to bring your hands to the handle of your chair and lift off. Keeping the weight on your hands, you can just try to lift off the ground even when you're seated. Just bringing your legs into Padmasana and lifting off the ground. So this is the low impact version, but we can all attempt to do the high impact version of Urdhva Kukutasana. So on the ground, if you're not able to do it, you can just lift off like this. And if you want to do the low impact, you can come onto your chair and just lift your body off the ground as much as you can. This is Urdhva Kukutasana. Let's all come there.
वासिष्ठमदकौन्दिन्यम् ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटमेव च ऊर्ध्वकुक्रवासिष्ठभरीचि हलमत्सकम् परिवृत्तिं चोदरस्य विविधं धनुरासनम्.
So this is Urdhva Kukutasana. And from here, let's enter into Padmasana 6. You're going to be bringing your legs, continuing to keep them in Padmasana. I know all of us need a short break. Okay. You can relax your Padmasana for a few seconds. Relax your knees, your ankles, because the remaining few asanas are also in Padmasana. So let's just take a moment to relax our legs. Breathe in and out deeply. Okay. So you can come back into Padmasana. Actually, Swamiji has revealed one secret about Padmasana. If you can sit in Padmasana for 42 minutes without any numbness, pain is different, but without any numbness, if you're able to sit in Padmasana for 42 minutes, Swamiji says that's a sign of a healthy heart. It's like a self-body check, where Swamiji reveals that it's both sadhya and sadhana, meaning if you sit like this, the more and more you extend yourself being able to sit in Padmasana. Let's say today you can sit for 10 minutes, tomorrow 11 minutes, 20 minutes, then 30 minutes, and reach it up to 42 minutes. Even your heart health will become good. So, Jinhangaya, this is a yogic technique for you to help you also. Sit in Padmasana, it will also help with your heart health from the yogic scriptures Swamiji has revealed. So now in Padmasana 6, we're going to be crossing our hands behind our back, holding on to the opposite toes. I request all of you to attempt. So you can bring your your right hand towards the right foot. Yes, as much as you can. And the left hand towards the left foot. So this is the Padmasana 6. You can all attempt to do it. Sit straight. For the low impact version, on the chair, you can bring your hands behind your back, bringing it towards the opposite sides. Keep your spine straight in Padmasana 6.
As you're doing this, tuck the chin to your chest and gaze at your nose. In Padmasana 6, visualize a full-bloomed lotus in your inner space. Ata Padmasanam Vamorupari Dakshinam cha Charanam Samstapya Vamam Thata Dakshinopari Paschimena Vidina Dhritva Karabhyan Hridam Angushta Hridaya Nidhaya Chibakam Nasagram Lokayet Etavyadi Vinashakari Yaminam Padmasanam Prochate. The next asana is Baddha Padmasana. Remain in same position. Now release the Jalandhara Bandha. Then gaze at your nose. Visualize yourself as a lotus flower. As you engage in Uddiyana Bandha, pulling your stomach in and up in Baddha Padmasana. Padmasanam sasamsthapya tadangushtoddvayam punaha yukrame neva hastabhyam Baddha Padmasanam bhavet. The next asana is Padmasana 7. Now you're going to be relaxing the hands and keeping your legs in same position. Now bring your hands to either sides of your neck and gently press the Vijnana Nadis which are present in the side of your neck. Press the chin to the chest. Gaze at your nose. Visualize yourself as Paramashiva and denouncing the society. Padmasana 7. Padmasanastitha yogi Jnanasamgana vivarjitaha Vijnanadivita Angulir bhadya nirodhayet. The next asana is Urdhva Padmasana. Now, keeping your legs in a Padmasana position, you're going to be laying down on your back and slowly lift your legs upwards. Now, you can bring your hands to your lower back as a support and slowly lift your legs up and elbows on the mat, gaze at your nose. Visualize yourself as a full bloomed lotus. Visualize yourself as an inverted lotus. Sorry for that. Visualize yourself as an inverted lotus and gaze at your nose.
For the low impact version, you can continue to be seated on your chair and try to lift your legs up off the ground. So lift your legs up as high as you can. Bring your hands to the arms of your chair and try to lift your legs up as much as you can in Urdhva Padmasana.
As you're doing this, gaze at your nose and you'll be engaged in the Borcha Kumbhaka. Prathama Ardha Padmasana Pite Bheshi Pachi Suyimatum Beya Pararati Kedane Bhamne Hatana Ardharati Unchi Karite.
And relax as we enter into the next asana, which is Parvatasana 2.
Now, as you're in the Padmasana position, now lay on the mat and bring your palms together and raise them straight above your head.
This is Parvatasana. So you're going to be laying on your back in Padmasana, bringing your hands straight above your head. If you are if you want the low impact version, you can just raise your hands above your head, keeping your spine straight in Parvatasana 2.
As you do this, engage in all three bandhas, which is the Mahamudra Bandha. First, you're clenching your perineum in the Mula Bandha, sucking your stomach in and up in the Uddiyana Bandha, and tucking the chin to the chest in the Jalandhara Bandha. Gaze at your nose. Visualize yourself as a mountain standing stable for thousands of years. Engage in a Sahaja Kumbhaka, where you inhale and exhale as slowly as possible and as deeply as possible. Parvatasana 2. अत वक्षे महादेव पर्वतासनमङ्गलम् यकृत्वा स्थिररूपी स्यात् षट्चक्रादिविलोपनम्.
And from there, let's come into Shivasana. You can stretch your legs out and come to a lying down position. In Shivasana, the last asana of the 508 asanas, Shivasana 2, you're going to clasp your hands together and place it on top of your stomach. Bring your hands together in the Parashamudra, placing your hands on top of your stomach. Everything else is just completely relaxed. Visualize you're dead. Paramashiva has liberated you. In Shivasana 2,
Shivasana. अथ चित्तावृशान्तौ शवासनम् उत्तमौ वया शयनं विदया प्रसार्य पादोकरसम्पुतं हृदि.
okay, so let's all start to move our hands and legs and come back up. We are not yet done with yoga today, but congratulations to each and every one of you. You have officially completed the full 508 asanas. Yes, all of you give yourself a big round of applause. Yes, you have officially completed the full 508 asanas, the full Tritiya Vinyasa Krama sequence. Every single asana. Feels amazing, right? Feels so good. You finished full 508 asanas. Okay. So let's now do a few asanas from the Sakala Vinyasa Krama, which means that we're going to be working on certain target muscles to help us loosen out and become more flexible. So today I had planned that we'll all do the Langalasana sequence, those set of asanas that will help us to loosen out our spine more, because I know yesterday we all did a lot of back stretches as well. And I felt that this will help us to remove the soreness and help us in this aspect. So I'll be showing the asana and then we can all follow along. We'll be taking a little more time than usual for each of the asanas, because we want each of you to actually have a breakthrough and feel that asana happening in you. Okay. So first, starting off with Langalasana. You're going to come onto your back and bring your feet overhead, lowering them towards the ground. So this is Langalasana, which we're all going to be doing. I request all of you, if any of you are on your monthly cycle or you have any spinal injuries, you have hypertension, please refrain from doing this set of asanas. You can do some regular stretches forward, leaning forward and down also to stretchen out your back. And for all others, we are going to be doing the Langalasana. So you can first come to a laying down position. You can all come to a laying down position on your back. Come to a laying down position. And first, you're going to lift your hips up. Okay? Lift your hips up, keep your legs straight. I request everyone to first come here. You're going to lift your legs up and keep your spine straight over here. This is the first step. Can we all come here? So I'm just going to be looking at this screen to make sure everyone is following. Yes. And from here, you're going to attempt to lower your legs to the ground. Attempt to lower your legs towards the ground above your head. Just go as much as you can. Don't worry about touching or anything, but try to keep your knees as straight as you can. So you can see here, even if it's this much, you're able to come to a 90-degree angle. Try to keep your knees as straight as you can, and from that, lower yourself down. Good job. Everyone can try keeping your knees straight and lowering your legs to the ground. Let's all attempt. Come onto your back, keeping your legs straight. Try to lower your feet to the ground. So this is the Langalasana. Let's all try. Very good. I'm seeing many people do it. Beautiful. Yes, even KAILASA Tirvannamalai, let's all try. Bring your feet above your head, trying to bring them to the ground as much as you can. What you can do is you can clasp your hands behind your back as well. So that will also help you. Clasping your hands behind your back will also help you. Feel the nice stretch in your spine. Okay. So the next asana we'll be entering into is where you're going to be reaching for your toes above your head. So in the same position, we're entering into Saita Paschimottanasana. You're going to reach for your toes above your head. Try to keep your knees straight. And reach for your toes. Holding on to your toes. Try to keep your knees as straight as you can. Yes, this is Saita Paschimottanasana. Reach for your toes above your head. Get a nice stretch. Just do as much as you can. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay. So let's have a fun partner pose here. I know we did this early on, but I think many people didn't try. So we're going to have a quick partner pose challenge as well for all of us. So let's have a quick partner pose challenge. So one partner is going to come into Langalasana. And the other partner is going to bring their legs on top and lean forward and down, forming an infinity symbol. Let's all attempt to do this. Yes, come on, let's all do this. Have some fun. And if you're on the chat, you want to also get some nice stretch, you can stretch your legs out and try to lean forward towards your stretched legs. So this will also help you. Yes, you can all try to do this. These are just a few stretches. You can lean forward for your legs. Try to straighten out your legs. Get a nice stretch for your spine. Yes, let's all try to do this. You can try switching partners around as well. Yes, let's all try. Okay. So now, once we have all done this, let's enter into our next asana. Okay. Yes, nice. Lay on your back and you're going to keep your legs straight up. Okay. So now you're not lifting your hips off the ground. Till now, we had our hips lifted. You're going to let your hips down. Keep your legs straight and reach for the toes. So don't lift your hips off. Keep your hips down and reach for your toes. This is the Supta Padangushtasana. Supta Padangushtasana, reaching for your toes. Keep your spine straight. So this will actually work out your hamstrings. Try to keep your feet together. Yes, very good. Try to keep your feet together and your lower back on the ground. Good job. And from here, into Supta Prasarita Padangushtasana, try to spread your legs out as wide as you can. Trying to spread your legs out as wide as you can. Continuing to keep your back on the ground. Very nice. Good job. This is Supta Prasarita Padangushtasana. Open out your legs. Yes. Okay. Let's all come up to a seated position now. Now we're going to work on stretching out our legs in a seated position as well. Okay. So as we just did, stretching out our legs while being on our back, let's all try to stretch out our legs while being seated up straight. Continue. Yes, let's bring our legs out straight. Trying to stretch your legs out as wide as you can. Yes, feel a nice stretch. Good. Now, if you feel comfortable at one point, try to move your hips forward and get deeper into the stretch. Yes, try to get deeper. We're just opening out our hamstring muscles. And keep working on going deeper and deeper into this asana. Okay, so good job. Now we're going to be going back into the whole sequence. I know the first time we did it once. Now we're going to be restarting from the Prathama Vinyasa Krama, from our first asana, because there are so many more nuances and details that we can get to know. We're going to have it at a totally different level now. The whole sequence starting again from the beginning. So are we all ready? Yes, are we all excited to go to the next level of our yoga? Can I see your wave of hands? Yes. Are we all excited? Yes. Okay. Perfect. So let's start in Sukhasana. Come with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Bring your hands to your knees. Sit straight. Bring your hands into the Bindu Mudra, touching the index finger and thumb together. Place it on top of your knees. Spine straight. Engaging all the three bandhas. Suck your stomach in the Uddiyana Bandha. Clench your perineum in the Mula Bandha. Bring your chin to the chest in the Jalandhara Bandha. Here we're going to do the Samana Kumbhaka. As you inhale and exhale, feel the flames raising up in your spine. Visualize Paramashiva in your inner space, in Sukhasana. Remember all the components. Now, as we enter into the second time, since we're more or less familiar with the bodily positions, mostly for most of the asanas, focus on the other components. Our body will stay here, but focus on the bandhas, the visualization, the kumbhaka. Focus on all of these such that you're able to hold all the 12 components at the same time. Okay? In Sukhasana, reminding you again, engage all the three bandhas in the Mahamudra Bandha, hands in the Bindu Mudra, visualizing Paramashiva in your inner space. Do the Samana Kumbhaka as you inhale and exhale. Visualize flames licking up your spine in Sukhasana. Tatsukhasanamityuktam ashaktastat asanam vijitam yena jitam tena jagatrayam. Okay. Now let's enter into Parvatasana, bringing your feet to the opposite thighs in Padmasana, if you can. And bring your hands in front of your heart center in the Atmanjali Mudra. And raise your hands up. For the low impact version, you can do just the hands and the bandhas. Again, engaging all the three bandhas in the Mahamudra Bandha. Clench your perineum. Suck in your stomach. Drop your chin to the chest. Visualizing Mount Kailash, the abode of Paramashiva in your inner space. Continue the Samana Kumbhaka. So for this first set of asanas, the japa is Soham. So you're going to be repeating Soham in your inner space in Parvatasana. अथ वक्ष्ये महादेव पर्वतासनमङ्गलम् यत्कृत्वा स्थिररूपी स्यात् षट्चक्रादिविलोपनम्. And relax. Entering into Hali Pavasana. Bring your feet together in front of you. And clasping your hands behind your back together in the Parashamudra. Lean forward and down, bringing your forehead to the ground. If you are seated on the chair, you can just clasp your hands behind your back and lean forward and down. Visualize Yes, apologizing for the technical glitch. We're having a small audio issue. I hope, are all of you able to hear us now? Can I see a wave of hands? If you're all able to hear us? Yes, okay. So coming into Hali Pavasana, clasp your hands behind your back, lowering your forehead to the ground, visualizing the supreme pontiff of Hinduism in your inner space. Engage all the three bandhas, sucking in your stomach, clenching your perineum, and bringing your chin to the chest in Hali Pavasana. पूर्वं विधियाहु मे जानो उभय पगतली संपुट ठानो पिष्टि पचेदो ऊ करल्यावो दक्षिण कर सो वाम गहावो पिष्टि हतेल्यम की है जोई अंश सहित भूमि धरे सोई पुनिल लाटी भू परिठाने एडियाम लगता माही याने. And raise up, bring your hands to the ground in front of you now. Stretch your hands out. You're going to be cupping your palms onto the ground in Nagi Pavasana. Again, lowering your forehead down. Visualizing yourself as snakes. Gazing towards your nose. Engaging all the three bandhas. Clenching your perineum, sucking in your stomach, dropping your chin to the chest in the Mahamudra Bandha. In Nagi Pavasana. पूरभविधि परियागाने नीचो हो वी कहो निफनास्यौ लगाई हाथ आगाने धरती लगावे पसारी दो हाथ की अंजुल करे भूयडी परि लगावे दृष्टि नासा अग्र आसन कौगुन शरीर बिठा जाई. And slowly raising up as we enter into the next asana, which is Kokilasana. Now bring your hands in the Prana Mudra towards the respective toes and raise your feet up straight. Bring your hands, bring your legs onto the opposite thighs in Padmasana and lower your elbow down to the ground. For the low impact version, you can just hold on to the opposite thighs and bring your elbows down. Here you're going to engage the Mahamudra Bandha, again clenching your perineum, sucking in your stomach, dropping the chin to the chest, visualizing a black bird in your inner space, a small bird in your inner space in Kokilasana. Kokilasana. अथान्यदासनं वक्ष्ये येन सिद्धो भवेन्नरः अकस्माद् वायुसञ्चारं कोकिलाख्यासनेन च ऊर्ध्वे हस्तद्वयं कृत्वा तदग्रे पादयोः सुधीः वृद्धाङ्गुष्टद्वयं नाथ शनैः शनैः प्रकारयेत्. And coming up to a seated position. Now you're going to be bringing your right foot on top of the left knee and the left foot below the right knee. Bringing your legs parallel to each other. Keep your spine straight. Clasping onto the opposite elbows. Start to rotate your elbows in a nice circular motion in Nithyananda. Remember to gaze towards your nose. Again, engaging all the three bandhas, chin to the chest, stomach tucking your stomach in and clenching your perineum in the Mahamudra Bandha, visualizing the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, in your inner space in Nithyanasana. Goda Bava Pad ki आँख माहिली सोय दच चरण को बार लौता परि गुल्फ समोय वाम पाद को माहिलो बहुरव गुल्फ जुजान तापरि गोड़ा दच की आँख चाह बाहर लीवान. Perfect. From here, we're going to enter into Gajasana. So you can bring your hands and feet onto the ground, lift your hips up high, and start to lower your nose towards the ground and coming back up. For the low impact version, you can bring your hands towards the side of your chair and lower yourself down and up in Gajasana. Here, clenching your perineum in the Mula Bandha, sucking in your stomach in the Uddiyana Bandha. Visualizing yourself as an elephant. Remember to do the Samana Kumbhaka with the japa Soham. Samana Kumbhaka is where you're visualizing flames looking up your spine in Gajasana. Nibjam padagre bhumau kritva lambibhuyatmastakaagre hastatalo nidhaya nitambamurdhamunnamaya nabhilaksham bhumau nasika maniya hastatalaparyantam nayet ittam punah punah kuryat gajasanam bhavati. Continue to remain in the same position, just stopping the movement, and start alternating your heels towards the ground. Release the Uddiyana Bandha, clenching your perineum alone in the Moola Bandha. Visualize yourself as a bear. What you can do in the chair is continue to move your heels up and down in Rikshasana. Ekaikam padamakunchya gajasanam kuryat Rikshasanam bhavati. So feel a nice stretch as we come back up into a standing position. Yes, you can walk your feet towards your hands, come up into a standing position, and from here, entering into the Vaishyasana. So you're going to be raising onto your toes, bringing your hands into the Hridaya Mudra with the index, middle, and ring fingers touching your heart center. Keep your spine straight. Raise onto your toes. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Continue the Japa Soham, clenching your perineum in the Moola Bandha, doing the Samana Kumbhaka, Vaishyasana. केशेन पादयुगलं बद्ध्वा तिष्ठे दधोमुखः अथ वैश्यावक्ष्ये यत्कृत्वा सत्यवान् भवेत्. And relax. Now from here we'll be entering into the Urdhva Janu Karana, our first Karana of the sequence. Bring your legs into the Aramandi position. Feet pointed outwards with a 3-finger gap in between the heels. Bend your knees towards until you come to literally half your height. Bring your hands in front of your heart center, pointed downwards. Raise your right knee up, simultaneously bringing the hand up and around, switching towards the left knee. Bring your knee towards the chest, hand up and down. Alternating sides in the Urdhva Janu Karana. These dance movements, the Karanas, are actually, Swamiji has revealed that there are 108 Karanas, and these 108 Karanas are the condensed form of the 1008 Nithyananda Yoga asanas. So now let's enter into Bala Lingasana. So in Bala Lingasana, standing tall, raising your right knee towards your chest, you're going to bring your hand into the Sarva Vashankari Mudra, where you're going to be crossing your fingers inside out, holding on to the knee, pulling it up towards your chest. Now here, don't try not to lean backward, but keep your body straight, pulling your knee up to your chest, engaging all the 3 bandhas, clenching your perineum in the Moola Bandha, sucking in your stomach, dropping your chin to the chest. Visualize yourself hugging a baby in Bala Lingasana. Ekam janu urasi alingya sthatavyam Bala Linganam bhavati. Yes, from here directly bring your foot behind, holding on to your foot from behind. If you can hold on to the chair for support. Bring your foot behind, pulling it towards your body. Try to align your knees. So try not to keep one knee out, but keep it aligned, spine straight. Visualizing Swamiji in your inner space. Continuing to engage all the 3 bandhas in the Mahamudra Bandha. Drop your chin to the chest, suck in your stomach and clench your perineum. Do the Japa Soham in your inner space along with the Samana Kumbhaka in Padapidanasana. स्थित्वैकस्मिन् पादतले कराभ्यां वेष्टयेत्तनुं पृष्ठे संस्थाप्य यत्नेन पादपीडनमासनम्. This brings us into Natarajasana. Holding on to your foot now from inside out. Lean forward and down. Bring your left hand into the Bindu Mudra and your right foot extended out back. Lean forward and down. Clenching your perineum in the Moola Bandha, visualizing Lord Nataraja the dancing form of Paramashiva in your inner space. Let's all take a moment. See, for balance, what will help you is keeping one point, keeping your gaze fixed on one point, and from there, leaning forward will really help you in Natarajasana. Can I see everyone attempting? Let's all come into this asana. Raise up and lean forward and down in Natarajasana. उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गष्ठप्रसारणे. Yes. Let's repeat this sequence on the other side. Now bringing your left leg up towards your chest, hands in the Sarva Vashankai Mudra. Point your toes down in Bala Lingasana on the other side. Clench your perineum in the Mula Bandha. Suck your stomach in. Drop your chin to the chest, engaging all the three. And do the Japa Sohak. While continuing the Samana Kumbhaka, visualize yourself hugging a baby in Bala Lingasana. Ekam janurasya lingya sthathavyam balalinganam bhavati. And bringing the same foot behind you into Padapidanasana on the other side. Align your knees. Yes. And bringing your chin to the chest, sucking in your stomach, clenching your perineum in Balalingan and Padapidanasana on the other side. स्थित्वैकस्मिन् पादतले कराभ्यां वेष्टयेत्तनुं पृष्ठे संस्थाप्य यत्नेन पादपीडनमासनम्. And clasping onto your foot from inside out, lowering yourself down into Natarajasana, stretching the right hand in the Bindu Mudra, visualizing yourself as Lord Nataraja in your inner space in Natarajasana. उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गष्ठप्रसारणे.
Now we will be moving ahead to the next, which is the Ardharechita Karana. So what again you're going to be doing? You're going to be sitting in the Aramandi position, the half squatting position. See, one thing about this position of Aramandi, right? To make sure your legs are in a diamond. No, you need to make your legs in a diamond position. So with like a 3 fingers gap between your heels. And sit lower. You feel like a stretch happening at your thighs. Now, you're going to be bringing your left hand to your chest, and the other hand is going to be in the lotus position, and it's going to be swaying forward, outside of you, and towards you. And you're going to be crossing your right leg behind your left leg. So your hands will be swaying. And now you're going to be placing this on your nose and uncrossing your hands and relaxing your hands on the other side. This is the Ardharechita Karana. We'll be now repeating this asana on this Karana on the other side. So you'll be crossing your left leg behind your right, and your left hand is going to be swaying forward and coming back to the chest. You're going to be swaying this 3 times. Place this at your nose, uncross your ankles, and relax your hands on the other side. Okay. Now the next asana which you're going to be entering is Tadasana. So usually right after this sequence, right after the Karana, we'll be doing a skeleton dance. So since we did the skeleton dance already at the beginning of the yoga, so the next is we will enter into the next Karana, which is the Kati Chena Karana. So once again, what you're going to be doing, you're going to be sitting in the Aravandi position, and this time your hands are going to be crossed above your head. Your hands are going to be straight. This is the pataka. It's going to be crossed above your head. And as you turn towards right side, you're going to be uncrossing your hands and coming back to the same position. Uncross your hands and cross it back above your head. With that, we'll be now moving ahead to the next asana, which is Tadasana. So stand tall. You're going to be raising your hands up above your head, palm, nicely stretch yourself. This is Tadasana, where you're going to visualize yourself as a palm tree. This asana has the ability to make you grow tall. Just the power of visualization such, you'll be able to grow tall like a palm tree. Tadasana. Mahamudra Bhaddako Tadasana Vibhedakan Vinotadam Sada Koryan Antarvatni Patipriya. Now slowly relax yourself as you're bringing yourself into Uttanasana, where you're going to be placing your hands to the mat and you're going to be holding on to your feet and slowly relaxing your forehead to your knees. So this is Uttanasana. You'll feel like a stretch happening at your hamstring muscles. How much are you able to do it? Try to push yourself. Whenever you're feeling the stretch happening, right? First try to bring your hands to the mat. Your full hands in the mat. Then if you're able to do this, now hold your toes. Then slowly bend your head towards the knees. As you're doing this asana, visualize Swamiji, the supreme founder of Hinduism, in your inner space in Uttanasana. Mahamudra Bhaddako Tadasana Vibhedakan Vinotanam Sada Koryan Antarvatni Padipriya. Yes. Now slowly relax ourselves to Tarakshasana. Now you're going to be coming to a plank position. In Tarakshasana, you're going to be coming to a plank position. Now you're going to be tucking your chin to the chest. And you're going to be moving from your right to the left. This is Tarakshasana. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Gajasana mastakam varam varam dakshina kukshim sava kukshim nayed tarakshvasanam bhavati. Now we'll be relaxing yourself into Bhujangasana.
Come onto your stomach. Relaxing your body onto your stomach, your legs extended behind. So now Bhujangasana, you're going to only use the strength of your lower back. So you're not going to be lifting your hands up. No. You're going to only use the strength of your lower back and lift yourself off the ground as much as you can. In Bhujangasana, visualizing yourself as a cobra. If you are doing the low impact version, can continue to be seated and stretch your chest forward. Bring your hands to the arms of your chair and push your chest forward, leaning back in Bhujangasana. Visualize yourself as a cobra. Here we're going to be doing a unique mudra, which is the Bhujangani mudra. You're going to inhale through your mouth, wide open, and exhale through your nose. This asana is very powerful for increasing the digestive fire. Do the japa of Shivoham in your inner space, clenching your perineum in the Mula Bandha in Bhujangasana. Let's do this for a few times. Because all of you to do the exact Kumbhaka, the Bhujangani Mudra. Angushthanaabhiparyantam adho bhumau vininyaset tarabhyam cha dharam dhritva urdhvashishah phanivahi देहाग्निर्वर्धते नित्यं सर्वरोगविनाशनं जागर्ति भुजगी देवी भुजङ्गासनसाधनात्. Nice. Now from here we're entering into Shashasana. So you're going to raise yourself up onto your hands and legs and jump your foot front and back, jump your feet front and back, bringing your knees towards your chest alternatively. Yes, this is the Shashasana. You're alternatively going to be bringing your knees towards your chest and pushing back up. Bring your knee to the chest and push back up, clenching your perineum in the Mula Bandha. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Continue the Japa Shivoham and the Sahaja Kumbhaka, simple breathing in and out in Shashasana. Gajasana samsthito ekaikam padam janudvayamakunchya Shashasanam bhavati. And from here entering into Rathasana, bring one foot in between your hands and jump, alternating the feet back and forth. In this position, visualize yourself as a chariot, a ratha. Jump back and forth, getting nice exercise here. Remember to clench your perineum in the Moola Bandha. Visualize yourself as a chariot. Do the japa of Shivoham in your inner space as you do the Sahaja Kumbhaka, regular breathing in and out in Rathasana. Gajasana samsthito ekaikam padam puromargena bhramayitva kartavyam Rathasanam bhavati. Let's take a moment and sit down now. So with that, we have come to the end of the yoga. We are entering into our last asana. Take a few minutes to breathe in and out. Enter into Shavasana. Come to a laying down position on your mat. Keep your palms extended by the side, feet relaxed. Absolutely unmoving. The body has died. You are liberated. You are with Paramashiva. Do the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, releasing all the bandhas in Shavasana. Atha Shavasanam Uttanam Shavavad Shayanam Tu Shavasanam Shavasanam Shrantiharam Chitta Vishranti Karakam. Be in the pure, unclutched space in Shavasana.